Very good morning, students. Regarding plant physiology, today we are going to discuss one important function of plant, respiration. See, respiration is very important function of plant. In the last session, we discussed photosynthesis. So, what is respiration? Respiration involves exchange of gases between the organism and the external environment. The plants obtain oxygen from their environment and release carbon dioxide and water vapor. This exchange of gases is known as external respiration. So, exchange of gases. So, this is called as external respiration. It's a physical process. But what do you mean by cellular respiration? Biochemical process occurs within cells where the food is oxidized to obtain energy. This is known as cellular respiration. Oxidation of food material release large amount of energy. That energy used for various metabolic activities. So, this phenomenon is called as cellular respiration. So, what are the types of respiration? So, two different types of respiration, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration uses oxygen, anaerobic respiration does not use oxygen. So, cellular respiration classified into two different types based on the use of oxygen. Aerobic respiration, it utilizes oxygen. Anaerobic respiration does not use oxygen. Let me pass on aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is a type of cellular respiration in which organic food is completely oxidized with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide, water and energy. It occurs in most plants and animals. So, oxidation of food material release large amount of energy. And this energy used for various metabolic activities. So, this respiration take place in the presence of oxygen. So, it utilizes oxygen, so that it is called as aerobic respiration. So, the overall equation of aerobic respiration C6H12O6 plus 6O2 gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy in the form of ATP. Let me pass on the stages of aerobic respiration. So, what are all the different stages of aerobic respiration? Glycolysis, Krebs cycle, electron transport chain. So, these are all the different stages of aerobic respiration. First, glycolysis. What is glycolysis? Glyco, that refers to glucose, lysis means splitting. It is a breakdown of one molecule of glucose. Glucose is a 6-carbon compound. So, one molecule of glucose break down into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is a 3-carbon compound. So, glucose, a 6-carbon compound, split into 2 molecules of 2-carbon compound, that is pyruvic acid. So, this is only known as glycolysis. Glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm of the cell. It is the first step of both aerobic and anaerobic reaction, that is respiration. So, both aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration, glycolysis is the first step. Glucose split into 2 molecules of 3-carbon compound pyruvic acid. This glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm and it is the first step of both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So, next stage of aerobic respiration is Krebs cycle. So, this cycle occurs in mitochondrial matrix. At the end of glycolysis, two molecules of pyruvic acid enter into mitochondria. The oxidation of pyruvic acid into carbon dioxide and water takes place through this cycle. It is also called tricarboxylic acid cycle. So here pyruvic acid undergoes oxidation and decarboxylation. Then it produces two molecules of acetyl-CoA. This acetyl-CoA undergoes various oxidation and decarboxylation reaction. At last it releases energy. So this is only called as tricarboxylic acid cycle. Oxidation of pyruvic acid into carbon dioxide and water takes place through this cycle. So this is the second stage of aerobic respiration. Next, electron transport chain. This is another important stage of aerobic respiration. This is accomplished through a system of electron carrier complex called electron transport chain. So this electron transport chain located on the inner membrane of mitochondria. NADH2 nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate and FADH2 flavin adenine dinucleotide phosphate molecules formed during glycolysis and Krebs cycle are oxidized to NAD plus and FAD plus to release the energy via electrons. The electron, as they move through the system, release energy which is trapped by ADP to synthesize ATP. So this is called oxidative phosphorylation. So what do you mean by phosphorylation? Addition of phosphate with a substrate is called phosphorylation. This phosphorylation takes place in the oxidation process. That's what it is called as oxidative phosphorylation. In this process, oxygen, the ultimate acceptor of electron, gets reduced to water. So in electron transport chain, energy is released. NADH2 and FADH2 molecules formed during glycolysis and Krebs cycle are oxidized to NAD plus and FAD plus to release the energy via electron. So that is only the major function of electron transport chain. So energy produced in this stage of aerobic respiration. So these are all the different stages of aerobic respiration: glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport chain. So far we discussed aerobic respiration. This respiration is a type of cellular respiration in which organic food completely oxidizes with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Now one more type of respiration is anaerobic respiration. So what is anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration takes place without oxygen. Glucose is converted into ethanol or lactic acid, so lactate. So ethanol in the case of plants and lactate in some bacteria. So here glucose is not completely oxidized. Glucose is converted into ethanol or lactate based on the organism. The overall equation of anaerobic respiration, C6H12O6 gives 2CO2 plus 2C2H5OH, that is ethanol, and energy is released, but here the glucose is not completely oxidized. So it releases very less amount of energy when compared with aerobic respiration. So this is about anaerobic respiration. Next, respiratory quotient. So what is respiratory quotient? Respiratory quotient is the ratio of volume of carbon dioxide liberated and the volume of oxygen consumed during respiration. It is expressed as RQ is equal to volume of carbon dioxide liberated by volume of oxygen consumed. So this is the formula of RQ, respiratory quotient. With the help of respiratory quotient, we know the respiratory substrate. The substrate which involved in respiration, which undergoes oxidation, which involved in respiration is called as respiratory substrate. With the help of respiratory quotient, we know the nature of respiratory substrate involved in respiration. So this is the major use of respiratory quotient. So we discussed two different type of respiration: aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Before that, external respiration and cellular respiration we already discussed. So cellular respiration only divided into aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration with 3 different stages: glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport chain. Anaerobic respiration that take place in the absence of oxygen, and respiratory quotient is the ratio of volume of carbon dioxide liberated and the volume of oxygen consumed during respiration. That's all about respiration. With this we finish respiration. I hope you all understand what is respiration and what are the types of respiration. Thank you.